Hey guys, it's Pelli. I hope you're having a great day. Welcome to another video on what happened to them. This series is all about celebrating the career of these legendary supermodels. If I missed anything, please comment below. If you enjoy supermodel or fashion, I hope you subscribe. And without further information, let's begin. Born February 25th, 1965 in Detroit, Michigan, Veronica had a passion for fashion and a dream of being a model at a young age. After graduating and moving to New York City to study design, she worked at a boutique in Soho where she would be discovered by a famous hairdresser and makeup artist who encouraged her to pursue modeling. At age 19, Veronica left school to pursue a modeling career and signed with the Click agency. She soon traveled to Paris where she would become one of the top runway models, gracing the catwalk for Chanel, Jean Paul Gaultier, and Lagerfeld. She also had a close friendship with designer Azadine Alaya and became fluent in French. Veronica landed on several covers of magazines, such as Elle, Vogue, and Marie Claire. After working successfully in Paris for 2 years, Veronica returned to the United States and signed with Forbes Agency, one of the biggest modeling agencies at the time.
One such winner is a New York stunner who was discovered working in a beauty salon. Designers now vie for her style, which costs up to $5,000 for just 45 minutes work. Belt number 7 is the first mega model of color to win a 7-figure contract with a cosmetic company. Definitely on a roll, she then earns even more, making the runway rounds in the world's fashion capital.
In the 1990s, Veronica Webb was one of the most demanded top models. She made history in the modeling and fashion world when she became the first black supermodel to sign a multi-million-dollar contract with a cosmetic company. Her lucrative contract with Revlon broke a color barrier in the modeling industry, creating more opportunities for black models. Veronica continued to dominate the runway, appearing for many of the top 90s fashion houses like Versace, Calvin Klein, and Aziz Mizrahi. She was named 1994 Model of the Year by New York Magazine and was one of the original models that walked for the very first Victoria's Secret fashion show. Thanks to her modeling career, Veronica was able to venture into acting, something she was always interested in since she was a child. She starred in Spike Lee drama Jungle Fever and the Malcolm X film. She totaled 19 acting credits that includes blockbuster movie 54 and Zoolander. Besides being an actor, Veronica was also a successful journalist who wrote for multiple well-known American publications. She wrote about politics, race, and sex for Paper Magazine, rap music for The Source, and entertainment for Detail and Interview Magazine. She also wrote for Elle, The Sunday Times, The New York Times, and Esquire. In 1998, she published Victoria's website, Adventure in the Big City, a book featuring many of the essays and columns she wrote. Throughout the 2000s and 2010s, Veronica mostly focused on being a mother while making some television appearances. She appeared on The Tyra Banks Show and Tim Gunn's Guide to Style. In 2002, she got married to George Robb but divorced in 2009. In 2005, Veronica participated in the Fashion for Relief show in New York. She made talk show appearances for Megyn Kelly Today in 2018 and for Tamara Hall in 2019. In 2016, Veronica made a surprise appearance for Kanye West's Yeezy collection. She walked the runway for the Tommy Hilfiger and Zendaya fashion show in 2019. She also walked for other fashion shows and appeared on the cover of Photo Book magazine first issue. So where is Veronica Webb now? The iconic supermodel is married to Chris Delgado. She is dedicated to her family, her health, and sharing her wisdom. Veronica runs her own fashion, beauty, and lifestyle blog called Webb on the Fly. She is also an avid fitness enthusiast and continues to work with several brands. With success in various fields, Veronica Webb has become a fashion icon and a role model in her own right. This all-American beauty was born March 5, 1975 in Florida, United States. She had an idyllic American childhood growing up and was close to her two sisters, Joelle and Chrissy. Niki got her start in the modeling industry because of her mother, who sent modeling photos of her to local agencies. She signed with Irene Marie Model at age 13, but didn't begin a professional model career until she was 14. At just 14, Niki got her big break after winning a Fresh Faces contest that secured her a $500,000 modeling contract. She shortly graced the cover of 17 magazine and became a teen sensation. While still in high school, Niki was seeing a great amount of success. She made her runway debut in Paris with Terry Mugler, she modeled for catalogs and became one of the youngest models to land on the cover of Vogue. She also became the youngest model to receive a major cosmetic contract with CoverGirl. Niki often worked alongside her little sister, Chrissy Taylor. They share magazine covers and even walked the runway together. By the time she turned 18, she founded her own company, graced the cover of over 60 magazines, walked the runway for top designers, became a millionaire and a certified supermodel.
Her name is Niki Taylor, from Miami, Florida high school freshman to high fashion model. Began when she was picked from thousands of young girls who entered a modeling competition. But Niki's sophisticated style, even at the age of 14, earned her a contract which guarantees her $500,000 over 3 years. The big guys have seen Niki's covers, and she's just been signed to represent a major cosmetics company. Monday through Friday, Niki cracks the books in Florida. Most weekends, she and a chaperone jet off to photo shoots in exotic locations. This assignment finds them in the desert of New Mexico. After she gets back to school, Niki stays low-keyed whenever her covers come out.
In the 1990s, Niki was one of the most internationally recognized models with several lucrative deals and high-profile gigs to her name. She became the ideal girl next door with her beauty and charm, making her marketable all over the world. Niki cemented herself as a supermodel even more when she shared the cover of Vogue 100th anniversary with the original supermodels. During this time, she started making talk show appearances and was mentioned in several current event segments. Niki was also referenced in RuPaul's Supermodel song by her first name and was listed as one of the top earning supermodels. At the height of her career, Niki got married to Miami football coach Matt Martinez in 1994. And gave birth to twin sons in December later that year. During the mid-90s, Niki went through some tough times. Her younger sister, Chrissy Taylor, passed away from a rare heart condition, and her marriage was falling apart. She took a break from working to focus on raising her 2 sons, and later got divorced in 1996. After becoming a single mother, Niki got back into the modeling world and made history with her accomplishment. In May 1996, she appeared on the cover of Vogue, Allure, Elle, Self, Shape, and Marie Claire, all in the same month. She became the only model to do so. By the end of the 90s, she was an exclusive Sport Illustrated model and totaled over 300 magazine covers worldwide. In 2001, Niki was in a serious car accident that required her to undergo more than 55 surgeries and extensive physical therapy. After recovering, she dedicated her time to her family and raised awareness on blood donation. She married NASCAR driver Bernie Lamar in 2006 and gave birth to a 3rd child in 2009 and her 4th in 2011. The couple made Nashville their home. Throughout the 2000s and 2010s, Niki kept herself busy. She founded her own company, Begin Enterprise, and opened a boutique and launched a clothing and fragrance line. She also started the charity The Begin Foundation for the advancement of women in business. She was on The Celebrity Apprentice and co-hosted Bravo Make Me a Supermodel. So where is Niki Taylor now? Niki made a comeback in the modeling world in 2016 when she signed with One Management. She continues to model for editorial and advertisement. She is also the model with the most Allure magazine covers ever. 2 of Niki's children are following in her footsteps into modeling. With a legendary career in modeling and timeless beauty, Niki Taylor is not only one of the most successful supermodels of all time, but she is also a survivor. Born in Los Angeles, California on March 18, 1975, this supermodel was already 5'10" by the time she was 12 years old. Encouraged by her mother to get into modeling, she started her career when she was 12 and a half. Beverly started off modeling for several catalogs and small brands before her career took off in the late 80s. Her first magazine cover, which was for Mademoiselle, was such a success that she shot a second cover for the magazine in the same year. During the 90s supermodel era, she was one of the most in-demand black models, walking the runway for Oscar de la Renta, Terry Mugler, and Versace. She was featured in ad campaign for Ralph Lauren and shot countless editorial for some of the biggest fashion publications. For the November 1991 issue of Vogue, Beverly was featured alongside her supermodel peers in the magazine. A month later, she appeared again in Vogue, this time for the reimagining of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs that also featured LL Cool J and Aretha Franklin. She was one of Vogue Fresh Faces New Choices model and went on to grace the covers of different editions of Vogue, Elle, Cosmopolitan, and other magazines all over the world. One of her iconic career moments happened in 1992, where she appeared in an editorial alongside Tyra Banks and Naomi Campbell. The supermodel trio posed on a yacht wearing matching bikinis and dresses. This moment has lived past the supermodel era and continues to be mentioned and discussed.
Beverly Peele, international supermodel.
Peele started working twice a week just days after Cairo was born. Now that she's down to her modeling weight, she's back to work full-time. And sometimes what Mom does, Cairo does too, especially if the shoot involves a persuasive photographer.
Beverly gave birth to her daughter Cairo in 1993. She got a mannequin made in her likeness and even modeled with her daughter. By the late 90s, Beverly quit modeling to study and focus on raising her daughter. Her last runway show was for Victoria's Secret in 1996. Besides modeling, Beverly starred in a couple of music videos, notably George Michael music video for the song Too Funky, alongside other supermodels. She also did some acting and had guest starring role in the sitcom Sister Sister and Girlfriends. During the 2000s, she was caught making purchases on someone else's credit card and was sentenced to community service after pleading no contest to identity theft. In 2010, she was involved in a serious car accident but luckily recovered and was in the Chasing Beauty documentary in 2013. So where is Beverly Peele now? She was in a Lifetime docu-series Growing Up Supermodel in 2017 and has dedicated her time to her children. Beverly made her return to the runway in the Tommy Hilfiger and Zendaya 2019 show. Most recently in 2021, Beverly announced a fashion modeling online course with fashionmingle.net. Being one of the very first black supermodel with over 200 magazine appearances, Beverly Peele remained unforgettable and iconic. Born in Rheinberg, West Germany on the 25th of August in 1970, this supermodel became an international superstar. Claudia grew up in a very small town, aspired to become a lawyer like her father, and had little to no knowledge about the modeling industry. When she was 17 years old, she was discovered by the head of the Metropolitan Model Agency one day at a nightclub. Her parents were very reluctant in the beginning about her pursuing modeling, but after graduating high school and with her parents' approval, she traveled to Paris to pursue a modeling career. She started off just like any other new model, traveling around Paris, building her portfolio, getting rejected, and working hard. Claudia's first magazine cover was for Elle magazine and was often compared to Brigitte Bardot, a famous French actress. This gave her the opportunity to become a guest girl. After becoming very popular for her ad campaign and magazine appearances, Karl Lagerfeld made her an exclusive Chanel girl. She debuted on the runway for Chanel and quickly rose to supermodel status.
Fashion's #1 money spinner is the German stunner, once tipped to marry Monaco's Prince Albert. Claudia Schiffer hardly needs a royal ransom with looks that let her name her own price and get it. Stepped onto the runway as a shy teen and has been sashaying to the bank ever since.
Claudia treated her job very seriously and was known to be business savvy. Besides being constantly on the covers of many publications and walking the runway for top designers, she also released a book, calendars, and fitness videos. She became the world's highest paid supermodel and an international sensation by age 21. Claudia ended up totaling 59 Vogue covers worldwide. 16 were for US Vogue. According to the Guinness Book of World Records, she holds the record for most magazine covers with over 1,000 appearances. She walked the runway for Versace, Fendi, and Chanel. She was Karl Lagerfeld's favorite model and would often close the Chanel Haute Couture show. She did advertising campaigns for L'Oreal, Versace, and Pepsi, and also signed a multi-million-dollar deal with the cosmetic company Revlon. It was one of the biggest contracts ever signed. Claudia wore the very first Victoria's Secret fantasy bra in 1996 and was named one of the most beautiful women in the world. With her success in the fashion industry, Claudia also dedicated her time to several charity and humanitarian organizations. She was a spokeswoman for the fight against breast cancer and became a member of UNICEF in 1997. Back in 1993, Claudia met magician David Copperfield at an event in Berlin. The two started dating and got engaged a year later. After a 6-year engagement, they announced their separation in 1999. Claudia got married to film producer Matthew Vaughn in 2002. The couple has 3 children together. After getting married and giving birth to her first child, she decided to take a break from working and focus on being a wife and a mother. She officially retired from the runway after walking for the YSL farewell show. Throughout the 2000s, Claudia modeled for many catalogs and campaigns. She also attended many high-profile fashion events and kept a relationship with the fashion world. In the 2010s, Claudia launched a cashmere collection during 2011 Paris Fashion Week and modeled for Gap's 30th anniversary photo shoot. And she of course continued to grace the cover of several fashion magazines. In 2017, she made a return to the runway for Donatella Versace and launched Claudia Schiffer makeup. Claudia also published a book and partnered with Aquaphor for a capsule collection. So where is Claudia Schiffer now? She released a butterfly ceramic collection and was named 2020 GQ Woman of the Year. Most recently, Claudia was on the cover of Vogue Russia. She was also in the Chanel 2020 campaign and made an appearance on the British Vogue YouTube channel. Claudia has over 1 million followers on Instagram and is estimated to have a net worth of 60 million. Claudia Schiffer is highly regarded in the fashion industry, and her longevity is unmatched. She is considered one of the best supermodels of all time. Well, that's the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and comment. Subscribe for more fashion related videos, and remember to keep living that fashion life. I hope you have a great day. Bye!